Hello, my name is Oyedepo John and I present to you the last video in the Facebook advertising tutorial that has been doing for some time now for real estate business. Today I will be talking about how to download our lead generation at lead. In the previous series we've talked about how to create a business page, how to post images and videos. We've talked about how to create a Facebook business account and how to do your audience research using the audience insight, and how to do your Facebook lead generation advert. Now, after doing your lead generation advert and your audience starts to engage with your advert, you will surely see people that will fill your form. Now, after filling your form, you will need to know the contact details of those that fill your form. That is their name, their phone number, their email address, and the best time we can call them. So this information will be presented by Facebook to your Facebook page. So how do we download this lead? Now, to do this, you need to come back to your business page, the exact page where you made the advert form. Then to do that, once you get to your Facebook page, just navigate to Publishing Tools up here. Okay, click on Publishing Tools. So from the Publishing Tools, come down here and click on Form Library. Form Library. From the Forms Library, you will see a list of all your lead forms. You know, while creating our Facebook advert, we got to a point where we created a lead form which our audience are going to fill and submit. So if you can remember the last video where I was talking about the lead form, I made mention of saving your form with a name which you can recognize easily. So I save it with Lekkyville because I was teaching how to make an advert using Lekkyville Estate. So this is the form here. The form is active. Assuming I place that advert and people have started submitting and filling the form, this will not be zero. Okay, this will not be zero. It will show the lead count, the number of people that have filled the form, either targeted or untargeted. So to download this form, just come to download here and click it. So there are two options. Now there are two options you can use. You can either download new leads, or you can download by date range. If peradventure you started your advert maybe 2 weeks ago and you've downloaded a set of lists last week and you just want to download the new set of people for this week, you can choose this. Well, I would rather just go for this download by date range, just to download all the data at once. So it's telling us that we are trying to download leads for Lekkyville by date range. Then the date range will be lifetime. If you want to download for a specific period of time, either today, yesterday, or you use custom to set the date you want to download the lead form. But if you want to download all the leads from the date you've started your advert till the present moment that you want to download the lead, just click on lifetime. So after doing that, just come down here and click download. Meanwhile, if our advert has started running and people have started engaging with our advert, you will see some figures here. You usually see some figures here. This targeted means the audience that we target in our ads. If you remember, we target people that have interest in hair travel. Okay, we target people that have interest in hair travel. Those are the ones that will be here. This untargeted is they are the ones that maybe the prefecture saw your post, not the advert. Now they saw the post, probably a friend of one of their friends shared the post, and they saw the post, then they fill the form and submit the form. That will be here. Okay, so once you are through with this, click on lifetime, then come here and click download. Now Facebook presents us with two document extensions. We have CSV and XLS. Now both extensions are okay. You can download any one. Both can be opened with Microsoft Excel. Alright, so just go ahead and download either this or this. You still have the same content. Now assuming we have some figures here, it will have been very easy to show you how the lead is. But let me download this XLS and let's see. I will try to open it with Microsoft Excel to see how it looks like. Okay, save. Always save so that you can refer to the file later on. And click open. Okay, now that we've downloaded our file, let me open it. Because this extension is Excel extension, it's going to be opened with a Microsoft Excel. Now this is our file. This is how it looks like. Okay, now all this info are for the advert. We don't actually need all this info. We have them already. You are the one that set the advert, of course, so we don't need them. What we need is the name, because all these are pertaining to your advert, like asset ID, asset name, campaign ID, campaign name, and all that. You are going to be seeing lead Lakeville here, because that's what I use. Add name, I use Lakeville. So let's go forward and see what we really need. Okay, now this is it. The phone name Lakeville will be here as well. Now this is it. So under this place you will have everyone that fill and submit your form. Their phone numbers will be here. Now the best time to call them will be here. Their email addresses will be here. Their full name will be here. Now these are what we need. These are the only data we need from this lead. So this is what you do. You can just come here and click and drag to select all these columns. Then you delete it. and I click here and delete, yes, they are gone. So we only have phone number, best time to call, email, full name. You can also remove the platform. Right click and delete. So these are what we need. Now the next question is, what do I do with this leads? Okay, that is a valid question. There are so many things you can do with this data. The first one I'll be talking about is number. Now, your phone number, there are 3 things you can do with your prospect phone number. The first one, which is the first thing you are going to do after downloading this lead, is to call up your prospect. And that is why you should be checking up on this list maybe twice a day, once a day. It depends on how fast people are filling your form. So make sure you call them that same day they fill the form, and while calling, make sure you sound professional. You don't need to blow grammar before you convince the client to buy your product. Just be yourself and talk about your product. Call them up. Of course, you know the name of your prospect already. You can just say something like, okay, good morning, Mr. John. If John, maybe John Oyedepo fill your form now, and you have John Oyedepo here. Okay, you can just say, good morning, Mr. John. My name is Jay, and I'm calling from J Homes and Properties. Few hours back, you filled our form asking for more information about Lekki Vale Estate. So from there up, the Mr. John will kind of maybe want to ask some questions and all that, and at the end of the day, make sure you book an appointment or you fix a date for inspection. The second thing you can do with phone number is to save the number and look it up on WhatsApp. If the number is on WhatsApp, and if it is not, at least later on you can even ask for the person's WhatsApp number, and save it on WhatsApp and add the number up to your broker list. If you don't have a broker list, create a broker list for Lekki Vale and add all your prospect numbers there. If you don't know how to create a broker list, you just pick up your phone, go to open your WhatsApp and click on the option. The option is at the right top right corner, those 3 dots there. Just click on it. You will see broker list. Tap it and create a broker list. Add all your prospect numbers there, and you can follow them up all at once from there. Okay, while doing that, make sure you don't bombard them with a lot of messages. Myself, I don't usually post to broadcast to my list on a daily basis. You only send to this list when it is necessary, and don't always send adverts to them. They will piss off and might block you. So always send something valuable, offer value to them, and they will appreciate it. So on how often you should send to them is best known to you. It depends on how you think your prospects are taking your messages. Like myself, at times I send once in 2 weeks, at times once in a month, at times once in 3 weeks. It depends on you. Some people send once every week. So it depends on your prospect and you. The third thing you can do with phone number is to use bulk SMS to send them promotional messages. Now, how do you do this? To send bulk SMS, you need to use the service of these bulk SMS providers. One I use is SMS Live 24/7. SMS Live 247.com. Sorry, SMS Live 247.com. So there are so many bulk SMS providers. You can just do some Google search. You will see some list. But the ones I've used before, this site is one of them. SMS Live 247.com. There is one by one of my friends. The site is obongesms.com. So you can make use of anyone that looks cheaper to you, and if they offer good service. So what you basically do on this site is to send messages in bulk. For example, if you have like 100 phone numbers, or if you have 500 phone numbers, 1000 phone numbers, you can't be sending them one by one with your phone, and it will cost you more. You imagine using 4 naira to send a text on your phone. But on this site, you can use as little as 2 naira per SMS. Some even offer 1 naira per SMS. So it depends on the one you are using. You can, at your own free time, you can come to any of the sites. I think Odoke SMS is good. You can come to their site, then register, check their prices. You can check the price of SMS Live as well, and see which one will best suit you. Then copy the numbers that you have here. This number that will be here that your clients have submitted. Just copy the numbers and use it on this site. Then compose your message and click on send. Once you click on send, the message will be sent to all the numbers all at once, and they will all receive your message. So I have an account with SMS Live. Let me log in and say I think I have some credit. What you use to send SMS here is credit. You will need to buy their credit. Once you buy the credit, you can send SMS. So that is all about this bulk SMS. Okay, so I have 100 credit here. What this mean is that I can send messages to 100 phone numbers all at once. So that's it. By bulk SMS, you can come to their pricing list to see how much they charge per SMS. So from 100 to 5,000, they charge 2 naira 25 kobo, as compared to 4 naira you use when sending through text message on your phone. So that is bulk SMS for you. So the next thing we can do with this lead, which is the last one, is email. You can simply use your email service like Gmail or Yahoo Mail or anyone you are using to send mail to this list. But when it gets when the list is getting bigger, like having 50 email addresses, 100 email, 200, it will be very tedious for you to be sending mails to them one by one. That is where you need an autoresponder. An autoresponder is might be expensive, but I have one that is free that you can use, and it is called YAM. The full meaning of YAM is yet another mail merge. Let me show you what that means. Let's do research and see. Okay, the first one is yet another image. Once you click on that, you can create an account with them by linking your Gmail account, your normal Gmail account, to Yamb. From there, you'll be able to send to multiple email addresses all at once. So while offering value to your client, make sure you are also sending to their email, because when some ignore text message, some will check up their email. You are seeing these figures here because I've been using Yamb before to send to people. If you can see, if you check here, I sent to 400 email addresses and only 35 opened and only 4 clicked. This result is poor because the email address I sent to is not a targeted one. I just downloaded it on the internet and I just broadcast to them. Compared to yours that you actually did a targeted advert and only interested people opt in to your form. Any message you send to them will give you a high conversion rate. So from here we come to the end of this video tutorial. I believe I've done enough justice to the series, starting from the first one to the end. Don't think because this video is free that you can just watch and go. Make sure you watch and act. Do what I've explained and you will experience tremendous sales in your real estate business. My name remains Oyedepo John, aka Sir J. Happy selling.